Hey everybody, it's Ryan. I'm really excited to show you the folk strum as I add it into verse 2 of Birds of a Feather as another option for you with your strumming hand on how you can play this song. So let's check it out. 'Cause it was always you, and if I'm turning blue, please don't save me. Nothing left to lose without my baby. So it looks pretty complicated, and that's because, well, it kind of is. But we're going to take a look at conceptually what this is, and then we're going to look at it as best as I can, because with a folk strum, it's something that you kind of more so have to feel rather than calculate out exactly what's happening with your strumming hand at all times. So conceptually, the first thing that's happening is that my hand, you can see that it's kind of bouncing the whole time. The second thing is that the finger picking doesn't have to be super accurate. Like your thumb could miss a note, not play the bass note, that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be super pristine, clean sounding. It just has to kind of feel good. And so basically what we're doing is we're doing both a strum pattern and we're finger picking at the same time. So let's try to break it down step by step. Really what we're doing is we're just taking this pattern and we're just repeating it for every single chord, for every single part. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to get the millennial pattern, the ostinato that the melody is doing, but we're also incorporating strumming, so that way it makes it easier for us to know where we are in the time and be able to get to sing this syncopated melody a lot easier. So now let's break it down. We start with, let me show you what the tabs look like. So when you see this arrow right here, that's me gliding across the strings this way, as though we're going towards the floor. And then when you see an arrow going this way, it's me gliding across the strings as though towards the ceiling. And so that's what these down and up arrows mean. But to start with, we're starting with a strum. And I guess one more thing too is that to do this finger picking pattern, we're not doing thumb strumming at all, because it's not going to work with just the thumb. You have to use your fingers. So for every down strum, I'm using my middle finger. You can also use your pointer. And then for every up strum, I'm using my thumb. And that allows the nails to always be in contact with the strings, so that way I can get a nice, bright, crisp, clear sound. So we're going to start with a down strum. And then after the down strum with the middle finger, your thumb will be in place to be able to play this bass note. And then your ring finger will be in place to play the third fret on the high E string. So let's just practice this part very slowly together, like this. 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. Keep it going. 2 and. So you can see that after the strum, my thumb kind of does like a little upstroke right there, an invisible upstroke. So imagine that you're strumming like this, but now instead of just strumming, you're finger picking. A couple more times. Last time. So that's the first part. Now, this next part right here is kind of the trickier part. So right here, this note is in parentheses because I found that when doing this part, I don't actually have to play it. It feels good to me to not have to play the downbeat right here. But if you were to play the downbeat, it would sound like this. So we're kind of keeping the pulse with the thumb as we do this finger picking part. But what you can also do is something like this. 1 E and 2 E and So you can just take out that bass note entirely, and it might be a little bit easier to play if you do that. I actually think it is easier to play if you take it out, but you lose the pulse, but it's not really that big a deal. So this bar, or I'm sorry, this beat right here sounds like this. 2 E and So let's practice just this beat. It's going to be a finger pick with the thumb, and then the thumb does the upstroke. So in this case, you played the note. Your thumb is already ahead of the string slightly, prepping you for the upstroke, and then your middle finger or your pointer finger will do the actual down strum right there. So very slowly, like 2 E, ready, go. Down, up, down, again, thumb, up, down, again, thumb, up, down, invisible up strum, thumb, up, down, invisible, thumb. And the invisible is there because it helps us keep the time when we go into faster speeds. Up. So that's that part. Now let's put both of these together like this. 1 E and 2 E and 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and 2 E and again 1 E and 2 E and again 1 E and 2 E and again 1 E and 2 E and 2 more times. Last time, and 1. Now what we're going to do is basically the same thing, except this time we're going to lift off the pointer finger right here. So now it's going to sound like this. Like that. So let's practice it slow again. 1 E, ready, go. 1 E and 2 E and lift off the finger and 1 E and 2 E. Do it again. Put the finger down right here. Lift off here now. Put it back down and we're done. So this is the basic idea that we're going to apply, except in the practice video, now we're going to do it with all of the chord changes. And so as we get to faster speeds, it'll kind of start feeling more like a strum pattern with finger picking in it rather than two separate entities that you're putting together. So anyway, this was verse 2 of Birds of a Feather, and I'll see you in the practice video.